Hey, I just dropped your mom off at the nursing home. I just thought you would want to know about it.
What? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I mean just what I said. I took her to the nursing home and dropped her off there.
What are you talking about? This is a bad joke if you're trying to make one. Why would you joke about that?
It's not a joke, I'm totally serious. I dropped her off and she's there right now.
I thought it was weird when you said you were going to take her on a walk. You never spend time with her like that.
I've been looking for a place for her for ages, and I saw a space open up in one that I checked before, so I jumped on it as soon as I saw that.
What? What facility is she at? I'm going to pick her up from there right now and bring her back home where she belongs.
No, don't do that. I went to a lot of trouble getting rid of her, so don't just bring her back here.
Get rid of her? Don't talk about her like she's just some piece of unwanted trash. Why are you doing this? What is this all about?
Because I'm tired of living with your mother, that's why. That's what this is about. I mean, why would I want to put up with that anymore? She's been nothing but trouble ever since she showed up here.
Hey, you agreed to having her come stay with us after her place burned down, remember? I asked you and you said it was fine with you.
That was because I thought we'd get some money from your dad's pension fund in exchange for taking care of her. But that was a total waste of time. We got nothing from that.
We got $300 a month. That's a decent amount of money. Were you expecting to get rich off of her?
We're taking care of her all day, every day. We should be getting a lot more than that from her every month. Face it, your mom is a stingy old lady. Are you even really related to her?
You're horrible. How can you talk about her that way?
Look, I'm doing this for you as much as for myself. Clearly, you can't make the hard decisions. You're tired of taking care of her too. Admit it and thank me for doing what needs to be done.
I never said a word asking you to put her in a nursing home. I don't know where you're getting your ideas from.
You didn't need to say anything. I'm just that kind of guy. The kind who knows what needs to be done and does it.
Bring her back here right now. She must be totally confused as to where she is and why she's there. You can't just drop her off there like that.
Nope, I can't bring her back here. And that's because we're having my mom moving here in her place.
Now what on earth are you talking about? That's the first I've heard about this.
That's because it's the first time I've told you about it. I move in mysterious ways.
So your plan is to throw my mom out and replace her with your own mother?
Well, yeah, I get along great with my mom, and she'll be much easier to live with than your mom.
Hey, my mom is just as important to me as yours is to you. Doesn't that matter to you at all?
Yeah, no, my mom is definitely much more important than yours. There's just no comparison here.
It's not a contest. Comparing them is totally pointless.
What is my mom supposed to do now if we bring your mom back? Did you even think about that?
What's wrong with your mom that you need to have her live with us? You need to explain to me why this has to happen right now.
Well, for starters, she has dementia, so I worry about her living by herself.
Yes, I can see why you would feel that way, but still.
And she says that she wants to spend the time that she has left with me, her only son.
That's a lot to deal with for sure. I know that must be hard on you, but...
Look, when I explained everything to your mom, she said that she understands the situation and why things need to be this way. She also said that she didn't want to stand in the way of my mom getting the care that she needs here with me. She's really a kind and understanding lady, your mom. I'll say that about her for sure.
Yeah, she is. You'd better believe it. That's why I love her, and that's why you're getting away with this so far.
She's totally with it, you know? She's mentally sharp, and there's no memory or communication issues with her. She just has trouble with that one leg of hers, you know? It's really obvious which one of them needs to stay with us more, and that's my mom.
If that's the case, you should have come to me, and we could have talked the whole thing over before making any huge changes. You can't just take my mom and drop her at a nursing home without even consulting me about it. You need my permission for something like that, you know?
Hey, that was me trying to be a nice guy. I wanted to spare the two of you from having to say a sad goodbye. Again, you're welcome.
But what about your mom's house? That's a really nice place. What's going to happen to that place? Is it just going to sit there empty now?
Yeah, that big old place is a real pain in the neck to maintain. I'm just gonna sell it and be done with it.
It's a money pit, I bet, with a lot of maintenance costs.
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm talking with my mom about how to handle everything when we sell it. It'll be worth the trouble if we can get the price we want for it.
Anyway, tell me where you took my mom so I can go see her. I need to talk to her right away.
Fine, but you're just gonna see her and you're not bringing her back here again. Understand?
Oh, yeah, I understand.
I'll text you later then. The nursing home is kind of run down, but it's full of oldsters and it sounded like they were having fun together.
Oh, now I'm really worried. I still can't believe you did this. My name is Maxine. I am 35 years old and I'm a stay-at-home wife. About a year ago, my parents' house burned down and I decided to take my mother in. She suffered an injury to her leg as well as some psychological trauma from the fire. My mother and I have been very grateful to my husband for letting her stay with us, but I was shocked to discover that he was only doing that in the hopes of getting compensated for it from my late father's pension funds. When I went to the nursing home to see my mother, I found her sitting on her bed and quietly weeping. She's a soft-spoken woman and not very socially inclined. It'll take quite a long time for her to become accustomed to living in a place like this, if she can even do that, I'm sure. Thinking about this and knowing that my ability to change the situation was extremely limited, I became overwhelmed with emotion and sat down next to her so that we could cry together. I couldn't help my only surviving parent, and it killed me to admit that to myself. I felt completely useless. Mom told me that she wasn't surprised that Dirk wanted to do things this way and that she understood his reasoning. I understood it too, I suppose, but I still just couldn't bring myself to accept it. So it was with great reluctance that I decided to leave my mother in that nursing home for the time being while I figured out my next move. But my husband was already trying to press his advantage and put me and my mother in a corner that we couldn't get out of.
Hey, your mom really has quite a bit of cash stashed away. You know that?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I mean, with the insurance money from the fire and what she got from selling that land, she made out pretty well. I mean, $400,000 isn't great, but it's not too shabby either.
Why would you know all those numbers?
I had a good look at her bank statements, that's how.
Why are you looking at her bank statements?
Hey, she asked me to take care of you. It was a sincere request on her part.
A request? She asked you to do that?
Look, she wants you to be happy and she wants me to make sure that you're happy. So she was more than happy to show me her bank statements when I assured her that your happiness is my sincerest wish too.
What a pack of lies!
Oh, come on. You know as well as I do that she'll never be able to spend all this money while she's alive.
So what? That doesn't mean that you get to spend it.
You thought you were just gonna inherit that money without having to do anything, didn't you?
What do you mean?
See, it looks like the inheritance isn't subject to the distribution of property.
Any inheritance isn't something that I've been thinking very much about. I have more important things on my mind.
Oh, is that so? I find that hard to believe, knowing how tight-fisted you are.
Give me back those bank statements right now.
No, I don't think so. She gave them to me, fair and square.
You're not her, and you can't access those funds, you know.
Oh, can't I? She already designated me as the person with access.
You even made her do that?
She did all of this on her own.
I don't believe that for a second.
Yep, this will really help me take care of my mom when she comes. First, I'll get that bedroom renovated for her. I don't know what's wrong with your mom's decorating sense, but that room is just dreary and boring. I'll add some life to it. I'll get a housekeeper to come in and clean the place out too.
So when is your mom coming?
Sometime next month, I guess.
Oh, that's quite a while from now. Is she going to be okay by herself until then? You don't need to go see her at all?
Nah, she's fine. We have a caregiver coming in, so it's all good.
I see. Well, that helps, doesn't it?
Anyways, let's at least have a great dinner with this money. How about we go for French food tonight?
No. Don't be wasting my mother's money on frivolous things like that.
Hey, she told me that she wants me to use that money to make you happy. French food makes you happy, doesn't it?
That's not the kind of happiness I'm looking for, and it's not the kind that she would want that money spent on.
My God, you're annoying. Always looking for something to complain about or contradict me with. Just call the French place and make us reservations already.
Go by yourself. I'm in no mood for that today.
What an absolute bore you are. Hey, Mom was supposed to come next month, but the schedule has changed. She's coming sooner than that now, so get things in order pronto.
Your mom? Oh, she's not coming anymore.
Huh? What?
Yeah, she left a voicemail saying that she was cutting you out of her life.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
You should probably ask yourself that question.
What are you talking about?
First of all, your mom is the picture of health.
What? How?
She doesn't have dementia. She has no intention of selling that house and moving in with us.
Wait, you talked to her?
Yep, I actually had lunch with her today. It was a very enlightening experience. That's right, your mother, me, and my mother. Just 3 ladies lunching and talking about the important things in life.
Huh?
And you know, it was really interesting to find out that what the 2 of them had to say was completely different from what you told me about all of this stuff recently.
Well, you have to understand that.
You tried to get one over on my mother, Dirk. I know you did.
Why, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You told her that if she didn't get out of our place and go live in a nursing home, you'd dump me and kick me out of your house, too.
I never said that.
And not just that. You actually told her that my life might be in danger if she didn't give you those bank statements and account information.
Oh, come on. She's clearly confused and not remembering the conversation accurately.
She's not confused, and her memory is excellent.
I would never say that kind of stuff to your mother, never.
Oh, is that so? Did you know that my mom has a keepsake from my dad that she always has with her? It's a voice recorder, and she listens to my dad's parting words to her and me sometimes.
You don't say.
And of course, she can record things with it too. All it takes is a press of one button. So easy. She has your voice on there, Dirk. There's no mistaking it.
You lie.
So it wasn't enough for you to steal money from my mother. You had to get your own mother to sell her house and the land it's on so that you could get your hands on that money too.
Yeah, well, I need money.
Why? Don't tell me you're in debt.
Yeah, and there's no way I can pay it off with just my salary.
How much?
$800,000.
What? How did you get into that much debt? Where did that money go?
I had an investment opportunity that looked like it just couldn't lose.
And you fell for that? Unbelievable. But on your salary, you shouldn't even be able to run up that much debt. How did that happen?
Well, I borrowed from a shady lender. You know the kind I'm talking about.
How could you be so stupid? Those types of places really don't mess around when it comes to collecting, do they?
Yeah, they'll follow you to the ends of the earth to do bad things to you when they finally catch up with you. I don't know what to do.
How could you fall for some dodgy investment scheme like that?
Because it was my old boss who originally told me about the whole thing. So of course I trusted him and believed in the opportunity.
So you got involved in that and now you're in over your head with debt. So you decide to deceive both of our mothers and take their money from them. How can you even look at yourself in the mirror?
So what? What are those old ladies gonna do with all that money anyway?
It's none of your business what they do with it, and you have no right to try take it from them.
And I was right on the verge of being able to persuade my mom too. She was all happy when I told her that she could sell her place and come stay with us. It was nearly a done deal.
No, that was just your mother's brilliant acting skills.
Huh?
That's right. She was telling you what you wanted to hear in order to find out what your ulterior motive was. She had no intention of moving out of that house. There are too many memories there for her.
That place is worth at least $400,000. Put that together with your mom's money, and that's at least $800,000. Explain that to her, and she should understand.
I'm actually with her right now.
You are? I bet she's laughing it off right now, isn't she?
Nope. By the look on her face, I'd say she's very, very angry.
She won't help me out?
She says she doesn't want any son who would just go and put his mother-in-law in a nursing home without consulting her and his wife about it, or one who would take bank statements without asking.
She didn't say that. Mom, you have to help me out.
And she also said that it's very frustrating that you don't understand how valuable that house is to her.
I understand that there are a lot of memories there, but memories don't pay the bills.
That's not the point. You really just don't get it, do you?
Then what is the point?
Your dad worked really hard to build that house and to buy the land that it sits on, even though he had very little money at the time. Your mom and he managed to overcome a lot of difficulties and build that place together.
That's great, but so what? Memories can be kept in your heart. You don't need to keep the house to keep the memories.
Your mom says that she wants to spend her final days in this house and that she's fine with cutting you out of her life in order to do that, if that's the choice that you force her to make.
She doesn't need to cut me out of her life. I just need her help. Or wait, your mom is in a nursing home now. You can work and help me out.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, the people I borrowed money from told me that there's a lot of nighttime work where a woman like you can make good money. You just have to give special care to the customers, you know?
No, I don't know and I don't want to know.
Please, just take one for the team and make some money for me, okay?
Are you seriously telling me to sell my body to help you get yourself out of this mess?
It's the only way out of this that I can see.
This is no laughing matter, not at all.
I know it's not. Come on. I mean, I know you're just a shadow of your former self looks-wise, but don't you want to make yourself useful like that just one last time?
All right, that's it.
What? What's what?
I already made this decision back when you put my mom in the nursing home. We're getting divorced.
What? Why?
Because you're a scumbag.
How am I a scumbag?
How? How aren't you a scumbag is more like it?
My mom is cutting me off, and now you're dumping me? What the heck am I supposed to do now?
I have no idea. I guess you'll just have to live your life in fear of the loan shark getting you.
No, I can't take that. Anything but that.
Oh, and my mom and I are headed over to the police station right now.
The police station? For what?
We'll be reporting your harassment and threats to her. She was very upset by all that, you know. We may need to file a civil complaint against you as well. We'll just have to see what they tell us about that.
Wait, I'm already $800,000 in debt. Are you really gonna try and make me pay more on top of that?
That $800,000 has nothing to do with us. Your mom is in agreement that we can't just let this go.
Oh, how could she?
Mom is getting out of that nursing home and she and I are getting a place together. And your mother has told us that we can stay with her until we find our own place. Like I said, we're all together right now.
Why are the three of you conspiring against me?
Maybe it's because we all have a common enemy. You. My mom and yours have really become buddy-buddy because of all of this. We're having a good old time together over here.
Please, cut me some slack here. I am in serious trouble.
Now, all that's left to do is talk to the lawyer. I don't want to ever have to see your face again.
Don't talk like that, please. And please, don't leave me.
Goodbye, and good riddance.
Wait, please, don't leave me like this.
After that, Dirk was questioned by the police about the threats that he made to my mother. I gave them an anonymous tip that Dirk had considerable debt problems and was therefore a flight risk. Based on that information, the police held him in custody for a time and he was later released without being charged. During that period, however, Dirk was unable to do anything regarding the money he owed. As soon as the loan shark found out that he had been released, they wasted no time in finding him and making sure that they would get their money back. From what I understand, Dirk is now doing some unsavory work for the loan shark at night while still continuing his original job. It's a grueling schedule for him to keep up, but he has no choice if he's going to pay that loan off. Who knows how long he'll have to work like that for them. As for Mom and me, we stayed with Dirk's mother for a month or so and then found our own place where we are currently happily living together. Mom's leg still gives her trouble now and then, but she's able to go out and do things with her friends, so she's doing really well overall. Dirk's mother comes over for tea occasionally, and we have great conversations. Sometimes we wonder what kind of things Dirk is being forced to do by the loan shark. However, we've all washed our hands of him, so we don't dwell on that subject for too long. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it and see you in the next one.